You may know him from the hit show Criminal Minds, or his role from The Godfather Part 3, or The Simpsons' Fat Tony. Earlier, we sat with Joe Mantegna to chat about his all-new Amazon Prime series, As You See It, and he told us specifically why this show hits close to home. Take a look. Joe Mantegna, welcome to DBL. We're going to talk about your new show, As We See It. But first, you were really close with the late Bob Saget, and we are just so sorry for your loss. We've spoken about it a lot on the show and what a good person he was. Can you tell our audience a little bit what it was like working with Bob and what he was like?
Well, Bob was, I mean, he is what you probably thought he was, which is just a fun guy, just a sweet guy. I mean, I first met him, we did this movie with Richard Pryor many years ago. It was like 1986, 87. And we stayed friends all during that time. And look, I've been in this business over 50 years, and you don't always make friends with every single person you work with. It would be impossible. I've worked with thousands and thousands of actors. But there's some along the way that you maintain a relationship with. And he was one of those guys that was very easy to keep that relationship up with. And I probably talked to him maybe a month or so before he passed, and I'm just pleased and thrilled and appreciative that he was part of my life for as long as he was, and you know, God bless Bob Saget. He was a dear friend, and I'll miss him.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, just what the really cool part about the story that you're telling is, like, you guys were friends. For myself, as a young comic starting out in Miami, you know, I would open up for all the big headliners, and I met him, and I remember being in the green room when he was on stage, and I was like, why is he being so nice to me? Like, he was so nice. It was like, I couldn't believe that somebody could be that famous and that nice. So yes, I mean, he was cool with his friends clearly, and with people that were just fans of him as an entertainer and as a person. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk about one of your most well-known shows. Of course, I'm talking about Criminal Minds. People love it. So many women in my family love it. You have no idea. So they need to know, are you still in touch with the cast, and are there any plans for a reunion?
Well, yes and maybe. So in other words, yes, we're always in touch. I mean, we stayed pretty close. So that we have like a thread that when I look at my phone, and if I see all these little figures on there, I know it's the CM thread. In other words, and we're all reaching out to each other for whatever it is. We've all stayed pretty close. And in terms of continuing, there has been talk of it. I mean, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, well, so be it. But there certainly has been some discussions about it. And I would say there is that possibility, so we'll see.
Oh, God. My mom's like, please! All right, let's talk about As We See It. Tell us a little bit about the show and also about your character, Lou.
Do you want your dad to be supporting you forever?
Yes.
I have cancer, Jack. I need to know you're going to be okay.
Well, this is when I first read this pilot script, you know, I read it and thought to myself, this is one of the finest things I've ever read in terms of a script. What I love about it is, look, I know what it's like. I'm a parent with a child with autism. My daughter's going to be 35 years old, so we've lived with this a long time. And there's as much humor as there is, you know, seriousness. It runs the gamut. So when people see the show, they'll see that it's not one just thing. It's what the world is like, seen through the eyes of people on the spectrum, and also the world that they have to inhabit, which, you know, the rest of us.
As You See, Al, you can speak to that, right?
I was going to just say really quickly, we got to run, but as a parent, you know, I feel a bond with you because I too am a proud parent of a child with autism, and he is the center of our universe. So I think you and I both know how special people on the spectrum are and how much joy they bring to your life. So I appreciate this series, and I can't wait to watch it.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to love it. It's really, really, really done well, and you'll see.
Can't wait for this. All right. As We See It is now on Amazon Prime Video. Joe, it's like amazing to talk to you. I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking out inside. Thank you so much for chatting with us. We will be right back, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.